Welcome to History Explained, where we illuminate the past to better understand our present. I'm your guide for this weekly dose of 7 days under 7 minutes. Today is Sunday, June 1st, 2025. As we do every Tuesday, we explore the lives of historical figures, those extraordinary individuals whose legacies continue to echo through time. This week, from May 26th to June 1st, we witnessed commemorations, tributes, and conversations centered around remarkable people who left lasting marks on history. We begin in Varanasi, India, where nationwide celebrations concluded on May 31st in honor of the 300th birth anniversary of Rani Ahilyabai Holkar. Revered for her rule of justice, temple restorations, and promotion of women's empowerment, she's remembered not just as a queen, but as a visionary civic leader. Events across India included inter-college competitions, exhibitions, and seminars exploring her contributions to cultural nationalism and public service, reigniting interest in her enduring model of ethical governance. In France, President Macron paid tribute to Charles de Gaulle on May 28, marking the 80th anniversary of his return to power in 1945. De Gaulle's leadership during World War II and his role in shaping the Fifth Republic were remembered through public speeches and wreath-laying at Colombey-les-Deux Églises. The ceremonies invited comparisons to today's political leadership and stirred debate on the relevance of Gaullist ideals in an era of rising polarization. Meanwhile, in the United States, President Joe Biden took part in Memorial Day ceremonies on May 27, laying a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier in Arlington National Cemetery. While the day honors all fallen soldiers, it also renews attention on figures like General Ulysses S. Grant and Dwight D. Eisenhower, whose military leadership defined turning points in U.S. history. Biden's presence and words linked contemporary democratic challenges to the sacrifices of those leaders and the ideals they upheld. On May 29, mountaineers around the globe commemorated Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay, who on that same day in 1953 became the first confirmed climbers to reach the summit of Mount Everest. The anniversary was observed with special climbs, documentaries, and retrospectives on both men's lives, highlighting not only their achievement but also the spirit of international partnership, humility, and perseverance they embodied. In Beirut and Paris, activists and journalists held vigils on May 28 for Samir Kassir, the Lebanese intellectual and journalist assassinated in 2005. 20 years on, his legacy remains potent, symbolizing the struggle for press freedom and democratic reform in the Arab world. This year's tributes were particularly poignant amid a global reckoning over journalist safety and the role of truth in authoritarian regimes. And on June 1st, Germany observed the 75th anniversary of the Basic Law, the post-war constitution deeply associated with Konrad Adenauer, the country's first post-war chancellor. Events honoring the milestone reflected on Adenauer's vision of democratic renewal and European unity, especially significant now as Germany contends with challenges from right-wing populism and geopolitical shifts. From warrior queens to summit climbers, wartime generals to voices of dissent, this past week reminded us how powerful individual legacies can be. These historical figures, whether honored for courage, leadership, or moral clarity, continue to inform our understanding of responsibility, resilience, and the pursuit of a better future. Thank you for joining us for this exploration of historical figures. If you enjoyed this reflection, be sure to subscribe and share the episode with someone who values the stories behind the names in our history books. Up next, our Wednesday episode, where we examine world events that shape the global landscape. Until then, I'm your guide for History Explained, where understanding yesterday is the key to navigating tomorrow.